The cultural conversation surrounding Christopher Nolan's upcoming $250 million epic, The Odyssey, has officially entered uncharted, hyper-volatile territory. Following the global premiere of its official trailer on May 4, 2026, the internet didn't just react with standard cinematic hype, it fractured down the middle. Universal Pictures is staring at a historic bottleneck. The Odyssey has officially become the most heavily disliked movie trailer in Christopher Nolan's entire 25-year career, pulling in over 83,000 dislikes on the main upload alone and sparking an absolute firestorm across Reddit and X. What makes this situation an absolute anomaly is the staggering disconnect between sheer audience reach and genuine narrative enthusiasm. In its first 24 hours, the trailer shattered records by pulling in 121.4 million views, comfortably dethroning Wicked Part 2 and securing the #1 trending spot on YouTube. Yet while the numbers prove Universal successfully captured the world's attention, the feedback indicates a deep, structural anxiety. Today, we are moving past the online dismissals to execute a ground-level analysis of the Odyssey trailer, examining the jarred modern dialogue, the desaturated visual grammar, and the archaeological defenses surrounding Nolan's Bronze Age adaptation. The dialogue crisis, modern register in the Mycenaean era. The primary flashpoint where the trailer systematically lost a massive portion of its traditional core audience lies within its script register. The internet instantly went viral over a sequence where Robert Pattinson's Antinous aggressively sneers at Tom Holland's Telemachus. "You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know," like some sniveling child. Within hours, the line became an absolute meme on TikTok, with critics pointing out the jarring contemporary tone of the phrasing. The epic tonal conflict. Homeric classical register. Expected. My father is coming home. Heightened myth. Nolan's modernized script. Delivered. My dad is coming home. Contemporary drama. This linguistic modernization isn't an isolated line. Throughout the 2-minute preview, audiences are bombarded with contemporary American registers, from Tom Holland exclaiming, "My dad is coming home," to Matt Damon shouting, "Let's go," in the heat of a Bronze Age shield wall clash. For a text originally composed between the 8th and 7th centuries BCE, stripping away a heightened archaic register breaks the essential cinematic spell of an ancient epic. Rather than transporting the viewer to a mythical world of legends and broads, the dialogue forces the actors to sound like they are shouting at each other across a modern Boston sports bar. The accent and visual paradox, a Nolanesque Mediterranean. This tonal friction is further amplified by a highly divisive vocal delivery. Leading performers like Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, and Jon Bernthal utilize their natural contemporary American accents, while British stars Robert Pattinson and Tom Holland intentionally mask theirs to align with the same modern American cadence. While defenders argue that standard British accents in films like Gladiator or 300 are also historically inaccurate, historians recognize that cinematic conventions exist for a reason. They establish an artistic distance, reminding the viewer that they are witnessing a legendary world separate from their own. Visually, the film faces a parallel ideological critique regarding its color grading. Christopher Nolan and his cinematography team have pasted the signature Nolanesque visual grammar, defined by cold, desaturated grays, washed-out tones, and brutalist framing, directly onto the Aegean Sea. The Odyssey 2026, Production and Creative Blueprint. Creative Department. Trailer Presentation. Historic Homeric source text. Visual color palette. Muted, desaturated, monochromatic gray grading. The vibrant wine-dark sea, gold light, and white stone of the Aegean. Armor architecture. Matte black, brutalist metal worn by Agamemnon. Bright, shining, highly ornate bronze encrusted with silver. Script translation. Heavily influenced by Emily Wilson's 2017 text. Modern interpretive lens emphasizing contemporary sensibilities. Homer's original text is famously anchored by rich sensory color descriptions, emphasizing the brilliant wine-dark sea, shining bronze, and radiant gold light. By replacing this vibrant Mediterranean aesthetic with the grim, near monochromatic palette of a modern war film or an urban crime thriller, the environments feel sterile and cozyless, clashing with the foundational spirit of the source material. The blackened bronze defense, plausible versus faithful. The aesthetic debate reached such a fever pitch that Christopher Nolan explicitly addressed the community's armor concerns during his recent feature interview with Time magazine. Responding to online criticism that Benny Safdie's Agamemnon looks like a cross between Batman and a Warhammer 40k villain in his matte black armor, Nolan offered a highly detailed archaeological defense. There are Mycenaean daggers that are blackened bronze. The theory is they probably could have blackened bronze in those days. You take bronze, you add more gold and silver to it, and then use sulfur. costume designer Ellen Morojnik was trying to communicate how elevated Agamemnon is relative to everyone else. While this chemical process is a real, documented archaeological phenomenon, it highlights a profound conceptual trap. Nolan is utilizing obscure material plausibility to justify a creative choice that directly contradicts the narrative description of his own source text, which repeatedly describes Agamemnon in blinding, brilliant, polished metal. For a director who built his legendary reputation on rigorous, uncompromising realism, crashing real planes for Tenet and consulting with Kip Thorne on the actual physics of Interstellar, fans are not being unreasonable when they question why this same meticulous gaze is suddenly allowing Corinthian helmets to appear centuries before their actual archaic classification. Technical audacity and the trend-chasing trajectory. On a purely technical level, the Odyssey remains an absolute monument of cinematic ambition. It stands as the first commercial feature film in history shot entirely on custom IMAX 70mm film cameras, utilizing the brand new Keithley camera system, which operates 35% quieter than previous iterations. When 1570mm IMAX tickets initially went on sale a full year in advance, 95% of them sold out within 60 minutes, triggering a massive secondary resale market where tickets fetched upwards of $300 to $400 against a standard $25 retail price. Nolan's blockbuster financial history. Oppenheimer 2023, $975.8 million worldwide, $190 million plus from IMAX. The Odyssey 2026, $250 million budget, shot entirely on 70mm IMAX. Because the Nolan brand itself is the ultimate box office draw, the decision to inject viral modern marketing moves, such as casting hip-hop megastar Travis Scott as an ancient Homeric bard, feels distinctively out of character for the director. Director Nolan defended the choice by noting that the oral tradition of ancient epic poetry shares deep rhythmic roots with modern rap. While that intellectual argument holds historical water, the trailer's execution leaves audiences questioning whether it was an organic creative choice or a corporate mandate to capture a younger demographic. Ultimately, trailer reactions are not an absolute prophecy of box office destiny. Oppenheimer had plenty of pre-release skeptics before walking away with Best Picture. When the Odyssey officially hits its exclusive IMAX screens on July 17, 2026, we will finally find out if Nolan's modern, streamlined translation successfully bridges the gap between antiquity and Hollywood, or if the ancient gods refuse to be filtered through a contemporary register.